Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday, the long run day of all days, and I am in the Dynafish Denny in 1. I've been looking forward to running in this again, and today is the day. Quick situation report. I'm still recovering from a really bad series of weeks of running, and I don't know how this long run's gonna go. I only have one gel, and that's okay. I typically do pretty well without a lot of carbs throughout my long runs, but yeah, we're just gonna play it by ear, get miles in, no real pace work, and just evaluate these shoes. I'm really excited. These are the final 3 alongside the Edge Tokyo from Asics and the Dawin PB Pro for my consideration for my upcoming marathon. Early on, I was all in on the Edge Tokyo, but I got a few shoes from China that are very competitive and very fast and even lighter than the Edge Tokyo, and this is one of them. So hopefully today I'll be able to answer the question of whether or not the Dynafish Denny in 1 can hang with the big boy. All right, let's get after it. Among the slowest in my entire life, but I was getting some really beautiful camera shots. It's a gorgeous morning. There's like a thin mist slash smog that has lent a quality to the golden hour sunshine that you don't get every day. There have been birds and tiny wildlife abundantly scattered across the forest floor, and my lower back is in a lot of pain. It's just been a bad week, and I'm hoping that I could recover tomorrow and perhaps also through this run and come back next week with tenacity and a vengeance. Dynafish Denny in 1 so far. I am getting a little bit of the plate feel that I got on my first long run with this, but the trade-off here is that these feel very aligned with my cadence and with like a very comfortable otherwise underfoot feel and poppiness, and so it's just like, it's more than a niggle, but it's not something that I couldn't overlook for the rest of the shoe. It's a challenge to make a determination on this one. So far, not a great run. Shoe doesn't feel right now. My body doesn't feel right now. I'm sweating more than I should be for the temperature. I'm really wondering if I got sick earlier this week and I'm still recovering. I've been like sniffly and stuff. I just thought it was the weather changing. Can't be sure though. I mean, when this shoe aligns underfoot correctly, it unlocks something truly special. I might have fixed it, I don't know. But it's not, today it's not the shoe that I'm struggling with really, it's myself. These things are bound to happen occasionally. Okay, I fixed the shoe, which is an improvement in my circumstances. Got another mile in it since the last time I talked to you all, and literally no issues now, and it felt like the first time I ran in it, which is a little flat, not in the like bounceless way, but a little like geometrically flat, which I like. That flinging plate feel from the slightly extended plate isn't super pronounced right now because I'm going slow. The platform is very grounded and stable, which for the race I'm going to run is a lot more important than a lot of races with like 30 something turns, and being able to turn on a dime is going to be a super power for these shoes. These are really competitive. The only thing giving me pause is that it took me a couple tries this time to dial it in. The first time I ran in these, I only retied them once. So it's weird that this is happening today, but chalk it up to a body that does not want to be doing this right now. Although my lower back has subsided pain-wise, this could still shape up to be a decent run. It's that currently I have gastrointestinal distress. I have to pee, and I've been in a negative headspace for almost 5 miles. It's hard to get over a negative headspace and the frame that you have for a run. Or at least for me it is. If it starts out bad, I tend to capitulate. Although I can catch myself in that spiral most of the time. But it's just like the problems still haven't gone away yet. I really hope next week is better than this one. And I intend it to be. Better nutrition, better hydration, more mindful training practices, slowing down a little bit. I'm learning as a runner, as we all are. It's days like today that it's important to remind myself that I have only done this for 2 years consecutively now. Most people who are running the mileage that I'm attempting to run have worked up to that over a much longer period of time. And something to be proud of for myself, but it's also a lesson to be learned. Don't do too much too fast. Something that I'm gonna eventually learn a lesson in my life. It might not be today, it might not be next week, but I'll get there. Look at me, I'm soaking wet. It's been so nice for so long temperature-wise that I can't even tell if it's warm right now. Like, I'm sweating profusely. But I don't exactly feel warm. I don't know what's going on, but I don't feel quite right. Maybe it's just warm. Maybe, like, I know it was supposed to be warmer this weekend, but for whatever reason I didn't plan for it or, like, even consider it when leaving this morning. I don't know. I also just left the scariest porta potty in the city. It's like on 2 wooden planks or something, and one of them's loose, so whenever you get in it shakes violently. Not what you want in a porta potty. It's a beautiful morning though. I've also started to feel a bit better overall. I've been going downhill for a bit, now I'm going back up. But maybe the downhill really made a difference. The shoes have settled in completely. No complaints there. I was complaining early on with these, but that's the challenge though. Like, what if during the marathon I have issues early on? It's gonna affect my performance massively if I have to, like, screw with them to get them to fit right. But then again, once I found the fit, it's been doing really well. There's a dog situation going on back here. Big time barks. I've thought about bringing my dogs to this dog park. Oh, they're just playing. Doesn't sound like they're playing, but they're playing. Yeah, I feel a lot better than when I started. But I'm not 100%. I really hope next week my hip and glute and lower back start to feel better and I could get back up in the mileage that I want to be at. Being self-reflective here though, if I end up doing 90 miles a week for the rest of this block, or even less, if I have to drop to 85, I'm okay with that, because this is a long-term activity, hobby, feat of athleticism. There's no rush in long distance running, and I'm not an elite. I don't want to be an elite. I just want to do the best that I can, and sometimes doing the best that you can means relaxing a little bit so that you could prolong the time that you could spend doing the activity that you enjoy. I don't want to burn out, in short. Just discovered a new place that I've never been. Highway bridge, highway bridge. I've never been on this highway bridge. I never really have showcased Rochester's East Ave neighborhood. As you might be able to tell, generally speaking, it's really rich. Disgustingly rich. Now, of course, a lot of these buildings are owned by institutions, but that is 100% not true of all of them. Such as can be seen right here. Man, I should come run out at East Ave a bit more. See if I could get a shot of this. It's like a 3-story turret tower for no other reason than because they're rich. It's going to be turned into apartments for rich people. Absolutely bananas. One of the biggest challenges that I regularly face as a runner is my own desire to perform on every run. This is such a rookie mental condition to have, and it's okay because I am a rookie. I mean, I've only been doing this for 2 years. I need to give myself leeway, but constantly I'm trying to run my best run every run, and today I'm not. And I really actually mean that to myself right now. Once I was able to let go of performance maybe a couple miles ago and just run, casually run, do a true, proper, easy run for a long run, I've been smiling a little bit more inwardly upon myself. It also helps when you find a new bridge that you haven't crossed. And you get to see a bunch of rich real estate. Submitting to your own body and letting your own body dictate how hard you push yourself, man, that's hard. Allowing yourself to have failed to run those paces that you know are good for you, but inwardly you think are below you. You're not below any pace. Or no pace is below you, rather.
Culver Road.
Whoa, that was freaky. That was so weird. The more time I spend in these shoes, the more they're becoming a front runner. I really don't want to put any more miles on this or the Edge Tokyo, but it's really looking like it's between those two. Maybe also the Douyin PB Pro. It's still a really good shoe, but I haven't had such a love connection with it at any point. I mean, I do really like that shoe too. Maybe it's a 3-way race. I'm very grateful. Against my better judgment, I just caught myself doing some toe off, some more aggressive strides, and this extended plate feeling contributes to such a flinging sensation. It's like when you're putting a lot of power into your big toe in these shoes, it gives back more than basically anything that I've ever felt before for doing that exact type of stride. It's almost not even my calves that are doing it, like big toe flexion, creating this massive boing. Super cool. Super cool. I can't remember the last time I've had such a crazy turnaround on a run. It started like one of the worst runs that I've ever had. And now I'm feeling fantastic. I gotta remind myself not to throw in the pace. I want to keep my hips on the mend. But yeah, I've been inching my way down to sub 8 here and there, which isn't like rapid, but it's faster than I want to be going right now. The reason I feel good is because I've been going so slow. Yeah, and I'm at 12.3, and I haven't had any water, and I haven't had any goo. I have a gel in my pocket. I'm gonna see if I can make it the whole run without eating it, not because I don't need the calories. I could use the calories. It's more that my stomach started out bad today, and it's right on the edge right now, and it could totally go bad if I have a gel. Even if I have a pretty strong stomach, I'm not testing that water until I have to. Maybe like 5 miles out. Not yet though. It is now impossible to ignore the simple fact that it is hot today. And that could theoretically explain a good percentage of why I felt like bad for the majority of this run. The last few miles have been rough again. I had a good patch of like 10 plus that were phenomenal miles. I would say the last, like 3 of them, not exactly my favorite miles that I've ever run, because it's hot and I'm tired and my back hurts. Look at these guys. Good job, guys. So, I'm gonna wind up at 20 miles by the time I get back. I'm about a mile away. Hottest day in the last month, potentially, maybe last 3 weeks. For sure last 3 weeks. No water, 1 gel. I'm pretty conditioned, I would say.